Yes, good afternoon. Hi, my name is Charlton D'Souza. I'm the president of Passengers United here in New York City, and I was hoping and counting on your support for the $16 billion transit package for the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, New Jersey Transit, and SEPTA, and also other transit agencies throughout the region. This is very important to us to get this funding. And we are really hoping that Senator Mitch McConnell funds this completely. Do I have your commitment that he will fund this?
And sir, what I can do is pass your message along.
Okay, because we're hearing on the news that Senator Mitch McConnell might not get the funding through, and that would be devastating to passengers like me and my colleagues here in the New York City metropolitan area who would be devastated. We would face severe, budget cuts, fare hikes. In fact, some of the fare hikes and some of the service cuts would be crippling to our region and it would devastate our economy. And I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the MTA generates billions and billions of dollars, not only for New York State, but also for companies throughout the 50 states within the United States. So actually, Mitch McConnell, if he doesn't fund this funding, it would actually devastate the entire country and working class people who are very poor would suffer. So he would be it would actually devastate Republicans, Democrats, Independents, everyone. So we are asking him not to listen to Donald Trump and to look into his heart and support the people who go to work, drive the buses, run the trains, and help this economy here in the United States to keep it moving.
Okay, I can certainly pass that message along, sir.
Sure. And is there any way that maybe a staff member can call me back, or is there a way Mitch McConnell can have a call with us, here in New York City, to explain, why he's against the $16 billion?
I can pass that request along to his DC staff.
Yes, that would greatly be appreciated. Because right now we have major capital programs here in New York City, such as the Gateway Project for Amtrak, and also the Hudson River tunnels, which is in a state of disrepair. And if those tunnels, if the water seeps into the tunnels, it would be devastating for the entire East Coast. So that's why the $16 billion is critical for mass transit, not only in New York City, but across the United States. We have a lot of infrastructure needs. And I know when Donald Trump came into office, one of the things he promised was he was going to fix infrastructure. Well, there's no better time and no better opportunity to get the infrastructure, get it passed, get it built. And, the ball's in Donald Trump's court, and the ball is in Senator Mitch McConnell's court. So they have to do the right thing, to help us with this.
Okay, well, I can certainly pass that on, sir.
So, and what's your name?
I don't give my name, but I can take your name and number and pass it on.
Sure. Okay. I thought it was procedure at least to give a name or what your position is or what your title is, something like that. Even like a first name or a title.
No, I mean,
Are you an intern or?
no, I'm not, but I'm in his Bowling Green, Kentucky office.
Okay, I'll give you my name and number. Not a problem. My name is Charlton D'Souza.
Did you spell that last name?
Sure, it's D as in dog, S is in school, O is in orange, U is in union, Z is in zebra, A is in apple. And we're actually on Twitter. We're on Facebook, we're also on YouTube. I do a lot of advocacy along with the other group, Riders Alliance, here in New York City. So the two groups, we do a lot of advocacy. But right now, the United States is hurting. And if you look at other countries around the world and you look at how well their systems are, and you look at the United States and you see how bad the infrastructure is. So this is not a partisan issue. This is an issue that affects all Americans, and the whole United States is going to be messed up. Because if people can't get to work in New York City, that's going to have a domino effect across the entire United States economy. It might not happen right away. It might happen a year later, or a year down the road. You got my cell phone number? I gave it to you. It's 34. Yeah, it's 347 8
Okay.
869
Mm-hmm.
8786.
Okay, I've got it noted. I'll be happy to pass it on.
Sure, and I wanted to ask you, are people allowed to come to the Senate office to visit in Washington?
Yes, but that has to be scheduled through the DC office.
Oh, okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
And in addition to my phone call, is there another way that we can lobby versus the email or the Facebook or?
I am not aware of any information regarding that, but I can put that request in as well.
Sure, because some of my members will be calling later on, calling the office, obviously, because the deadline, I understand. When is the deadline? Because they told me the deadline was this Friday for the package to be passed. Is this true?
Oh, that I don't know. I just know that they're still in talks. I've not heard a deadline.
A deadline, okay. All right. But we really need this funding, and especially Amtrak. Amtrak's been defunded for so many years, so has New Jersey Transit, and the MTA has pressing needs, so I mean it would really help the economy. And if you look at New Jersey Transit, it runs through a lot of Republican towns. So like I said, if Mitch McConnell doesn't get this package through, it's not going to look good for him because he's hurting his own people by not, by rejecting the package. So we really need this funding, and you've been very gracious of your time. I appreciate it. And thank you so much, and have a wonderful afternoon.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, bye-bye.
So there you have it, guys. I just called Mitch McConnell's office. Very important, to get this funding. We need this funding. So again, thank you so much for joining.